Okay, so good evening, everyone. If you are just listening in, you're welcome here. Um, just give me a moment. I just want to be sure that this is recording so that as many that will be seeing this afterwards will benefit thoroughly. Thoroughly. Okay, yes, so I think I can see myself. Okay, so awesome. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for stopping by. This camp has been my laziest camp, literally. I don't want to say it in a. So if you think that you were being bombarded, I don't know what you say about the the other camp we had. Literally, we pulled everything together in 1 week. I mean, like I said, we had meetings every day, every day. But then, of course, from the reviews I got, and then from my own meditation as well, I thought that it would be much more better if I give some spacing so that everybody can probably just understand easily, and then so that we can be doing our assignments one after the other. Okay, so that's it's super lovely to see that many of us are already doing what we need to do. Okay, so quickly, our run-offs, I'm sure we all did our assignments, your 10 skills, your 10 people in your niches. What I started doing was that people who were tagging me, I literally will go once I see any person who is in their top 10, I'll quickly just go ahead and just tag them on the posts. Okay, so for today, I think it was just 3 people that tagged me because I was super busy. Of course, we're already preparing for Sunday and then preparing notes as well as many other things that I was trying out as well on the personal level as regards the community was really taking up my time. In fact, I walked till like already that part. So that 5 minutes late I had was when I was trying to transfer links from one place to the other when I had curated the event as well. So if you're probably just coming in for the first time, I apologize again for that 5 minutes tardiness. But then, okay, this is back to a few things that we're going to do. By the end of this course, we're going to be collecting. I'm going to be collecting every what's the word now? I'm going to be getting feedback forms, like, or more like I'll call it spreadsheets. So all these assignments I asked for, you're going to submit it right back to me because I don't want to assume that you've been doing it. Now I had to put this in place so that it will be some form of check so that I help you, okay? Because I know a lot of people will feel like, okay, this phase of your life, after all, it's your business, after all, it's your personal brand, right? I don't have to chase you down. But this one, I've made up my mind that that's what we have to do. So I'm going to be collecting the, by Sunday evening, 8 p.m., right? Okay. By the end of our event, Sunday evening, I'm hoping that I'm going to be seeing lots of alerts coming into the group, okay, saying that okay, we finish. So I'm just going to go right through everything you've done so far, right? Okay, so that's number one. Number two is that you're able to, thank God we're able to do that summary of everything you needed. And I noticed that lots of persons did not do certain things. So maybe let me just quickly check it out now and see the ones that some of you didn't do so I can call it out, and so that a lot of us. Okay, no problem. I saw some messages. I saw a message in the group. Thanks for informing me about that. Okay, so okay, let me see the one that really did very badly. Okay, somebody said I've reached out to my potential prospects. Good. Okay, so okay, so very few people have reached out to people who have been engaging them for the whole week. Then okay, we just have 4 persons who are ready for their YouTube channel, and I don't know why. Then YouTube challenge, then connecting with everybody in this group. We already have a list of everybody in the group. So I said connect with them, turn on your notifications so that by the end of this challenge, you're not needing, like I used to say it again, of course, if you need maybe any form of ideation that comes up and you really a business ideation that comes up and you really want to see me, the best place to see me is in the boot camp, right? To run it over with you, right? But then I would still say it again. Okay, of course, you can still book a one-on-one call, right, with me. But one thing I want to emphasize again is that the fact that the way we what's the word prepared or systemized these challenges in such a way that you don't need to come back. Yes, most of my people, I don't. So literally every challenge, I get new people who register, except you have a new business ideation, right? But it will be unfair to you that you got so much light and your major challenge was implementation. Okay, well, if you didn't implement, you can come back, right? But then it doesn't mean that that was how I wired it to be, right? I didn't wire it for that. Okay, so now these are the few things I would want you to pay attention to. Please turn on your notifications for everybody who is currently in the group so that they are permanently in your circle of influence. They are permanently your friends. You can reach out to them for anything. So I already sent the freemium templates in the group as well, right? So as many of you who are confused, because I noticed that when I read the freemium, I held my hand on my head and I kept saying I was going to post it, but because of how super busy, usually Mondays are exhausting for me because of how the progression between Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and of course I had a meeting on Friday, on Saturday, and then on Sunday. So Monday was like I don't know, I can't call it a burnout, but it was giving sort of that vibe. Plus the network challenges we had on Sunday was quite on, it was quite somehow for me. So I just needed to take a little big break off. So that was why we couldn't have any meeting on Monday. But please carry yourself up, right? I'll say it again. Money is energy, right? Everybody who you've seen making money is dispensing one form of energy or the other. The goal is quickly utilize what you can utilize now, right? So that you can quickly just start making the monies you need to make so that you can set up a system and start paying other people to make the money you're still supposed to have been making so that the burnout will now be less on you. That's just it. But if you don't implement early, or at least stay long enough to have the interactions that you require, you'll be hurting yourself, right? Unnecessarily. So I've been saying this over and over again. Please try your best. Okay. Okay, so I can say okay, Esther is outside. Good evening, Esther. I can say Queen Latifah, you found us. Good evening, how you doing? Awesome. Mammy, good to see you as well. Okay, so I'm going to be going quickly to what we're supposed to do tonight, okay? So I'm going to share my screen. Give me a moment so that we'll just do essentially, I'll just do a little demonstration. Today, we're going to be paying attention to email listing and automations, essentially, right? How to increase our monetization, increase our LinkedIn opportunities for monetization. I said this today is going to be the final class. If you've not done I'm sure, but most boot camps, I'm sure they will say the on that list that we gave you, there's one boot camp for each of them. That's literally what one boot camp would do. So if you just do what we gave you, and thank God it's listed, so you already have your review already. So sorry, give me a moment. Let me open my LinkedIn account, and then we'll just do some if quick, very quick. Okay, give me a moment. Hmm. Oh my goodness, I think I went out by mistake. Okay, so sorry everyone. I mistakenly I didn't even know that I went out. Okay, I'm having two devices. That's true. That's true. Okay. Okay. Oh my God, I have a twin in the department. Let me mute one. Hello everyone. Okay, so that means I have two of myself. Let me just quickly share my screen so that Just do a little practical on generation. Ravat, why are you smiling? Oh my goodness, now this is so funny. Oh good. Okay, let me open new tab. So please if you can see my screen, just say see my screen so that you can. The profile. What's that? And now I can't even see myself. Summary of everything you needed. And I noticed that lots of persons did not do certain things. So maybe let me just quickly check it out now and see the ones that some of you didn't do. So I can call it out and so that a lot of us, okay, no problem. I saw some message. I saw a message in the group. Thanks for informing me about that. Okay, so okay, let me see the one that really did very badly. And I noticed that lots of persons did not do certain things. So maybe let me just quickly check it out now and see the ones that some of you didn't do. So, pairing. Okay, awesome. Sorry, my output was disrupting. Okay, so if you can see my screen, I don't know why I can't see it. Just leave a chat. If you can see my screen now, please just go ahead and say you can see it. You can leave the chat. For some of you who are in the house, in the house. You can't see my screen yet, but it's showing sharing. You can't see my screen yet, but it's showing sharing. Okay, the people in house, can you see my screen? Showing sharing. Okay, the people in house, can you see my screen? Showing sharing. Okay, the people in house, can you see my screen? Showing sharing. Okay, the people in house, can you see my screen? Showing sharing. Okay, let me bring somebody on stage. Rafatu, since you're, please just be my eye and my third eye. Just help me. If you can see the screen, just let me. I'll share my screen. Okay, so yes, LinkedIn feed. Share. So how about now? Can everybody see it?
No, ma.
Can you see the LinkedIn feed?
No, ma.
That's
Yes, we can see it
and
now.
it's already showing sharing. Do you, how,
We can see it now.
you can see it now.
Yes.
Okay, so now the challenge is that the, there's an echo now.
It's no longer there.
Okay, so that's because I wasn't speaking. I think it's still there. So the question will be how do I mute without scattering what I've done? So give me a moment. Studio, okay, I'm back in the studio. Let me remove one of myself. Okay, it's just one of me on stage now. Let me see. Can you hear me now? If you can all hear me, please just say something.
We can hear you.
Okay, I can't even mute the second one. Okay, okay, so let me just go back to where I was. Oh, it's saying unresponsive. Let me just wait. Okay, can see it now. Awesome. So just quickly, I'm still echoing. Next stage remove. Can you all hear me now? I've been talking since, but I don't know.
We can hear you now, ma.
The question is, why am I echoing? Yeah. Okay, let me just go ahead with what I was doing. But are you hearing me double? Okay, awesome. Let me
A
just do
little.
what I can. Okay, so essentially today we're just going to um, discuss how we can generate leads or apply. I just wanted to show a little bit. I know that a lot of us have been right, that a lot of people have spoken about, but if you don't know how what to use, what to write every single time, you won't really get it. Okay, now let me say it again. When it comes to getting leads on LinkedIn, it's very important we all pay attention to our comment section because anytime you see somebody asking a question on a particular comment section, if that's what you do, you're likely going to get an opportunity if you reach out to the person in a very genuine way. Okay. So somebody can just be in someone's comment section and say that they are confused. You can actually just respond to that particular comment by saying that okay, you're here to help, and that's one thing a lot of people don't do. When it comes to LinkedIn, right? Just tell yourself you can't be in a hurry. So all those thanks for sharing is a huge deception. Posting and ghosting is a huge deception. You can't post and ghost and go to Instagram and you're watching reels, or you go to YouTube and you're watching Nigerian movies when you need a job opportunity. You will not do well like that at all, at all. So essentially, these are a few things we're going to do. Last time we did it, I just did a class. I didn't really do a demonstration. Okay, so now let me show you one thing that everybody knows. In fact, I'm just hoping that it's just a few persons who are currently that will not know. But for everybody you're connected to, this is my profile. For everybody you're connected to on LinkedIn, you have their contact info. You send connection requests overtly and voraciously. Most times, LinkedIn might want to send you a warning. Some, are you sure you know this person so that you don't make mistakes and all that? Don't worry, guys. I'm going to be super fast so that we can just end quickly. We already have countless assignments that we've not done so far till the assignments are done. But then, of course, I don't want to delay anyone. Okay. Now you can see that I clicked. This is my profile. Everything about me is here. Every single about me is here, including my birthday, right? Every single thing about me is here. Now, the thing is, everybody you are connected to on LinkedIn, you have access to their emails, their profiles, and many other things. Now, one of the things we're going to be doing today is outreach. So we've been able to get inbound leads. How you got inbound leads was by your freemium. Hey, oh, why is this thing sound? Hold on, give me a moment. I'm literally just hearing myself. I don't know what I'm going to do about this thing. But are you hearing? If anybody can hear it duplicate, please let me just see what I can do about this thing.
The echo
So
is
I'm
not
literally
that
hearing myself
obvious.
again and again. You said?
The echo is not that obvious
Okay,
here.
can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Power off. Okay, so you can hear me now, no challenge.
Yes.
I'm still echoing. Let me just try one thing. I want to see if I can just copy this link. Okay, so now let's go back to what we're discussing. This might echo. So, okay. So for everybody you're connected to on LinkedIn, right? So if you have, for me, of these 13,000 followers I have, these are my only connections. So you can see that I'm only connected to 5,306. So that means 306. That means I have 5,306 contacts, emails. So now, if I want to get a job opportunity, you can see some of these great people already that I can see. Some of them are hirers already in my circle of influence. Look at this lady. This lady is the director of content strategy and digital engagement, right? Let me just click on her profile. So you can see because she's connected. So every time you click on your connections, this is what you're going to have available to you. Okay, so you're going to have click on the contact info. So it means that from here right now, I can send this lady an email. Okay, so look at what she did. She put her website, then she put her number for work, and then she put her email. So if I want to send her an email now, I want to do an in this is an outreach now, but within okay. I know usually my I hate this the WhatsApp thing. Okay, so what you would want to do for every single time you have an opportunity to share meals with this, you can write a proper copy. So I'm saying it again, a proper copy that is emotional, that is relational, that also makes somebody have confidence in what you're doing, right? So this is me going back again. Let me go back. I didn't copy it. So you can just copy email address, click. Sorry, my laptop is a Windows, so it's going to quickly just take me there. Either way, I've already copied it. I can just go to my email and type compose. But like I said, what you will do, see, let's copy and paste here. Write your subject. I can just write request or or I can just write something very, like I said, don't just send emails to people whom you've not been following closely. And the reason why I probably streamlined that lady was because I saw her today on a particular comment. So I sent her a message and then I connected with her, right? You could see I might need to take down this. I'll change it so that, because this might not be good for YouTube. Let me see if I can turn it off. So I'll turn it off immediately after the event so that nobody else can have access to the link. Okay. So this is essentially what you can do. Once you copy the person's contact, send a very excellent copy. You can run it through me. Okay, so that's what we're going to do essentially for the end of the week. We're going to do that. Ideas about this. What you do is once you've downloaded the MailChimp, another thing you're going to do is um once you've set it up, I'm sorry guys, but the way I'm feeling now, this is bad. As in, I'm hearing the echo of myself, and it's the most annoying thing that can happen to anybody. Never experienced anything like this before. Is there anybody who is unmuted? It might even be. I'm coming to you. Okay. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? It's not even you. Ah, Jesus. Most annoying thing that can happen to anybody is to hear them. It's really, really nice. Sorry, give me a moment. I'm literally freaking out. Oh, it's hell. Okay, so can you all hear me now? Because I've stopped echoing. I think there was a tab that was open, so it was super annoying. If you can hear me, just say I'm literally almost freaking out. I'm so sorry, everybody. I had to just turn off everything because I think I forgot out what was happening. I had more than one tab. I was hearing myself back into the studio like very badly, so it was super distracting. So I apologize for that. Okay, so if you're just joining in, let me just recap. Probably I'm not sure of how I was communicating because I was literally almost freaking out. Okay, so essentially, I said this: once you're everybody you're connected to on LinkedIn, only connections, right? You have access to their emails and all the personal details. I think it's just one of the beautiful things. That's why they say before you connect to somebody, be sure you know them. You hear that most times when you start connecting super voraciously every single time, LinkedIn can warn you because they can even also what's the word now? Yeah, okay, they can even also ban you. Like they can also they ban some people, they seize people's accounts when they figure out that you're making it more like a connection race. So if you're the one who can temporarily restrict your account, so don't be overtly voracious. So now I said, why would you even be overtly voracious when you have not even done the little one? So you can already see that we have a week of assignments already, and lots of persons have not even done the assignments, right? Accountable for. So why don't you just pay attention to the ones that you have? That's the narrative LinkedIn always tries to push, right? And there's always this narrative as well that most people who want to, what's the word? Most people who want to, okay, that most people who want to, yes, I got it. Most people who want to voraciously connect with people that way. Most people who want to voraciously connect are usually scammers because they're the ones who lack patience. Okay, they don't want to do things, they don't want to follow the process. So they want to connect to as many persons as possible because they know that their hope is probably to just once they get one person, then they would have done well for themselves. Okay, so essentially that's everything I'm trying to explain so far, right? So I'm going to go back into my account, then we'll continue from where we stopped. So we said today we're just going to talk about how we can access opportunities on LinkedIn. We started by talking about the one that is available to us first because we're connected to people. So I said, if you see somebody, maybe post anybody at all, and let's say a job opportunity, let's quickly, I'll just do a normal search, but there's something called the Boolean search. I'll also maybe I'll just do it by talking about the one that is available to us first because we're connected to people. So I said, if you see somebody, so that we can end this class faster. If it's challenging, you can always come back and rewatch. Like I said, because I had opened somebody's profile here, I might need to take the video down because some people's names are showing so that it's not a if it was just my own post, it would have been my own profile. Let me just stay in my profile first of all. Okay, so now this is it. What you might want to do is, let's say I'm looking for a particular job. This is called Boolean search. I will check. Let's say somebody writes hiring. Then Boolean just means connections in research, right? So let's say I'm paying attention to the next part or the next ideation. Let's say my next ideation is let me write hiring, then I write virtual assistant. I normally use my phone, so this cursors. Okay, okay. So I'll write virtual assistant. So you can already see what I typed. I wrote hiring virtual assistant. Let's go. I can even choose pick. So you can see now what I can do is instead of leaving it roam about unnecessarily, I can click 24 hours so that I don't get overtly old. So you can see that now I'm already getting options. So I can sort by, let me see, latest so that it will also help me not see those ones of after 1 month ago, right? Then let's see. If I want to be specific, I can write, if you know a particular hiring manager, you can write the person's specific name, right? You can write job posts. If you write job posts, that means when the person, if the person probably just wrote it as a post, you won't see it. Okay, so let me just use job post and see because of all these people that can be writing. Okay, so nothing was found for job post. So I'll just do um reset. So I'll remove it completely. Okay, still on job posts. Let's see. Cancel. Let me edit search. CO. Okay, so if I type something like this, if I just type hiring, you're literally going to see everybody who is currently on LinkedIn who is hiring, right? Anybody who mentions hiring. Okay, let me just use mine since I've been saying it over and over again. I love medical writing. So if I'm going to get a job opportunity on medical writing, obviously today my time is something is good, right? So let's see what is going on here. Somebody I wrote hiring and writer and medical. I'm hoping that every other person is probably just trying out their own as well. Like I said, today is going to be a very short class so that let me be sure that everybody can see. Oh my goodness. Okay, yes, so you can all see me. I have to check back. Okay, so this is it now. Let me just look through it. So, did you know that it's online and inaccurate? Okay, okay. Content crowd. So somebody is saying in this repeater guide. Okay, so this one is not nice. I left it too open. So I'm going to put in the past 24 hours so that I'm not going to be seeing 8 months ago. Okay, so you can already see a job opportunity here. Now, of course, we've gone from business to jobs now. Okay, so anyone that happens first for you is still okay. Okay, so join our growing dynamic team to fill any of these positions. So if you type hiring and writer and medical, this I'm and beige. I try to avoid the Indians. I'm not because of anything. It's just because our payments and everything might be a bit. I may not comprehend their use of English. Sometimes you even see them write it outrightly. So I don't know what country this person is from. So what you might want to do is just to click on her profile and see. Okay, so Pakistan. I don't know. It's possible that if you get the opportunity, I don't know. But I try not to overtly, and then maybe that's me being a little bit biased. I'm sure that's what they also do when they're looking for opportunities. So this is all that is open in her own community. Okay, so let's see. This one is hiring and a medical writer. You can see 12 hours ago. So this is what the person wants. So now you can see the person's email. The person has sent an email where you send your applications, right? So these ones are in thousands of dollars. It's not anyhow. See, 8 minutes ago, you can see this Ricarda Helgen, whatever. He's hiring, exploring exciting career in the US. So if you want international jobs, this is also a way to go about. So if there's anybody here who is into data analysis, cybersecurity, you might just want to apply, right? Pay attention to the fact that it should be remote because except maybe you're living there, of course, for those people who are across the world. And this person seems to be hiring a lot. So you might just want to send. Okay, so these are more. So you can see 4 hours ago. So if you're a content writer, you can just remove medical if you're just a writer. Let's say a content writer or a social media manager or virtual assistant. You can just do that. Let me see for content writers. I removed medical. Okay, so you click past 24 hours. Please, I want to be seeing feedback so that it's not only me. Anyway, you can always come back and watch it, so there's no pressure. Pass. Okay, other people that typed hiring. Let's see. Talent remedy. Job market is always changing. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry, guys. I just skimmed through this. Okay, click how. Okay, so this person is just writing stories for people who want to recruit. Okay, so this one, recruitment strategies. Okay, this is also blogs. So you can see that if you have your newsletter and your newsletter is around hiring, you're likely going to have traffic as well because that's what LinkedIn is about. Okay. 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 So see this one. Fresh and experience in Coca-Cola. I don't know how. So you just make sure you check when you're checking. Look, click on the person who shared it, and be sure of the country the person is from. Follow the person. Turn on notifications for the person. Engage the person often. Most of those hiring managers, they are hardly on LinkedIn, right? They are very hardly on LinkedIn. So one of the things I've noticed is that the health niche is super booming when it comes to getting jobs, right? Super booming. If you pay attention to all we've been doing so far. Okay, so see this one now. They said hiring alerts. We're happy to announce the opportunities. So you can see at the virtual career hub. Okay, so social media executive. So for people in the community, you could just check work from home. Okay, so I will not spoon feed you. I already showed you. So then you type hiring and this and that. This is what is called boolean. Boolean is called. They are just adjuncts used in between words that can. It's either and or. I'm not sure maybe now, but essentially that's just English word, what it means, nothing serious, right? Okay, so we're done with this particular level, right? So this number one. So our assignments for today is to come up with um three. Okay, awesome. So assignments for today is that we're going to come up with um 10. So you're going to do this research and copy down 10 possible platforms or 10 persons or platforms where you saw a job opening. That's the first assignment, right? Then the second assignment is start building your email list. So I told you that all the people who are connected to you, right? All the people who are connected to you on LinkedIn, you have their what's the word now? You have their emails. So anybody whom you would like to work with, whether it's in the US, so if you literally need to get a very good job, I'm not going to lie to you guys. If you need a very good job, then already you start by sacrificing your night times. You can't be sleeping in the night, okay? Because the night time is usually when it's morning for the US and a few other of these top hirers, right? What you want to do is probably find at least 10 persons and turn on your notifications for them. This thing will work like magic for virtual assistants and social media managers. I will say it again, this will work like magic for social media managers, virtual assistants, and then content writers. What you need to do is find those 10 persons, just curate them, come up with an email list, download your MailChimp, register for your MailChimp. Usually when it's less than 50 emails, you have emails, free emails to 50 persons per day. It's just their way of supporting startups, right? So you can even make sure that the list is more, but follow those people closely. Just give yourself between now and Sunday. You just read around them. You're just going to read around them. I'm just going to read around these people so that when I'm sending a personalized email, okay, so I'm going to probably just leave it a little bit open. If you want to send a personalized email and you want me to read over your copy, just let me know so that I'll read over the copy of what I can help correct what you want to send to the person, right? So that you literally hit the nail on the head. So if you see people's um, profile and they don't have engagements, right, at all, like company pages, they don't have engagement, create a list for those pages, write them, have a MailChimp account. I'm just saying this probably randomly because I'm assuming that a lot of people can use MailChimp here. So if you cannot, maybe what I'm going to do is that I'll curate a video where all of you could just see a step by step how to probably set up a MailChimp account and then set up your what's the word now? Set up your templates because you need to come up with templates that are super personalized. And one thing with MailChimp is that when you send these emails, it will literally be in the name of anybody, anyone at all. Like once you've curated the names and their emails properly in a spreadsheet, you can always add it up to your MailChimp and then it's going to send individualized messages. So I'm also saying this because of those people who will be running campaigns. So if you're here and you're going to be running campaigns, you're going to be, what's the word now? You're looking to have partners in your projects, right? You need to find ways to send individualized messages and save them. Now, the good thing is 50. I mean, just imagine that you send 50 automated messages to different sets of people every day. Definitely you will convert. So I told you guys the percentage conversion. I've taught you over and over again, right? So that you cannot say, I sent to 10, nobody answer. You know that 10, you're just starting, right? I'm saying again, there's a spiritual component to everything, right? So it means that you can believe God that as you're doing, your efforts are being amplified, right? But then I'm still trying to tell you in such a way so that you don't start feeling like you've done so much and it's not working, right? Because you actually not started anything yet. Okay. So back to our conversations for the night. So I've been able, let me just give a summary of everything we've done this night. I don't want to keep anybody longer than I've kept us. So number one, we said we went through the fact that you are connected. Everybody whom you're connected with, literally you have their full contact lists. That's connections alone. So if you know that this is how it works, you might make your connections strategic. If you might need to probably take out a month and stay awake for some nights, a month, stay awake for some nights for a month, you can strategically go to certain specific comment sessions which are not conversant around here. Of course, we have relationships across, right, our community, but I'm trying to tell you how you can be deliberate about it. So it means that you can go to this night, now you can stay awake, go to some specific guys. I could even call names, but the challenge I'm having is that this is a live event, and I don't want anybody probably who didn't um, so that it won't be like, okay, I said something like that openly. So there are certain people you need to go to their comment section. You literally see all manner from that particular region. So the reason why we always see ourselves in Nigeria is because our time zone is different. So if you want to do a little interruption and get to the big gigs, it's just a month. It will take you maybe 2 months, right? But you have to be strategic, right? So you might just take off some nights, and this is literally morning for some countries. So you go to comment sections. Once you click, you see that they comment on a place, click on them. That means they're active, they're online at that time T. So for some of you who post and ghost, I don't even know the ideation, right? I don't know what the mind is, except because I had a live event now. Even the event I curated, I will not curate events and be on anything else. Already for that event to be live and it's not actively being engaged, I'm already feeling somehow. So, but then I don't know how it's possible for some of us to post and then ghost. Okay, so now this is the opportunity. You might want to comment to some of those US based, UK based account. UK is usually about the same time. So yeah, they are already sleeping. In fact, some of them they are like 1 hour either ahead. I don't know, depending on the states and all, I mean districts. I don't know how they call those ones. But then America is literally morning right now. So one thing you might want to do is find out those comment sections. Just click on once somebody comments, that means they are online, they are active. That's one thing about comment sections. People who comment are online, are active, not necessarily people who post. People who comment, right? Okay, people can post and ghost, just like almost all of you are doing in this camp. In fact, I'm already tired. Sometimes if I think about it, I just feel like, why am I just even releasing knowledge when I'm not sure if you guys are going to use it? Okay, so this is me probably airing my frustration mistakenly. Okay, so just pretend you didn't hear it if you've always been in and pushing and trying your best. Okay, so essentially, people who are on live now in the comment section, so Gary V's comment section, Stephen Bernays comment section, I can give you a list of all those guys. They are currently out now, commenting, chatting, usually 12 in the afternoon, evening, they're about 6, 7, 8, even 12. You see them all around. If you want to get opportunities, content writer, social media manager, all you have to do, once the person comments, you click on the person, you can reply the person in a very lovely way. If the person is seeking for help, offer help. Once you offer help, you can go ahead and click on the person's profile. You can send a connection request because the person is live online. The person is live online. Then once you've done that, the person is likely, of course, because it's no longer cold outreach because you've already supplied the solution in the comment section. Okay, so you now go to the person's profile and see if the person connects to you. You already have the person's contact. Then your opening message can be something as simple as, "Oh well, I'm so happy to have connected with you after our conversations on Stephen Bernays' comment section. But this is one thing I would want to share. Do you realize that you've not really been, yeah, you see my mama." Okay, so do you realize that you've not really been consistent online. So social media manager, I don't know. You can't stay in this community and say you don't have a job. Virtual assistant, I don't know what people are doing. You can't say that you don't have a job and you're a virtual assistant. Virtual assistant that is in fact everywhere. You can even just tell the person, I realize that you've not really been churning out um, posts often. But one thing I've realized as well is that you're running a business. You scrutinize the person's page very well and pick out lights. By the time you tell the person, well, okay, so this is where I can come in. If you don't mind, I could actually just do a 3-day trial for you. If you're probably not sure of my person, I can show you some of the things I've done. If we have offered these premiums and we've already gotten our, what's the word? Our portfolios, or we already have a pre-existing portfolio. One of the things you might want to do is that you're going to tell them that, okay, what's the word now? You're going to tell them that, okay, you can now share your portfolio. This is the work I've done so far for this, and this, and I'm also looking forward to probably hear more from you. Okay. By the time you give the person solutions, you tell the person how you're going to grow the person's ROI. Like I said, you're in the camp. You can still send some of these messages to me for me to review while you still are within these 3 weeks of camp. Of course, you know that by the next time I'll have other people in my head, so there's no way I'll focus on you. But I've essentially shared every cheat sheet you need, right? So that you can push a little bit further than you used to push. Okay, so I've done everything. So this night, if you're a content writer, if you are a virtual assistant, if you are a what's the word now? Which other one? Social media manager, you can't say you won't get a job, and I mean a very good one. And most times, I'll add again, when these people ask you, okay, how much would you want to be paid, just ask them how much is their budget. Because most times, no matter how much you tell them, because of this your head that you're not yet used to money, no matter how much you tell them, it will not be as high as what they want to pay you. So you allow them to bid first. If it's super low, you bid and tell them, no, this is not really what you might want to do, just to stretch a bit, and then both of you can now land in a particular place. So I think I've been able to share the last um, ideation that probably all of you need to pay attention. For the rest, the gold class, no more. You will not have any recording for that. It will just be exclusively in-house. That's when we'll do the main work. Our main assignments for the Go class above. I've been able to make sure Safari, if you pay attention to everything, if you've been super busy, just come back to day one. I said everything was recorded. The only thing that I did not record was the first ever post, because I know that post, that's the 6 minutes post. That's the only one that the light is not in the open. Every other one is in the open. So I'll say again, send connection requests to everybody who is within this meeting with you. Turn on your notifications so that you're friends for life. Like I said, okay. My goal is that every new batch I get different sets of persons. Okay, that is my assignment. Let me bear the cross. Okay, so the way it's wired, I shared everything. You don't have to come back, but if you need any form of help, and of course you need any form of supervision, okay, that's good if you come back, right? So I've essentially taught this. So I'm going to be sharing some more of the templates. Okay, so for Friday, tomorrow is Wednesday. So tomorrow, Wednesday, most people who have not done their freemium properly, please pay attention and rewrite that freemium. I've sent the template. Thursday, we're going to do spotlight. I'm going to send the template as well. I'll send it this night so that if I get super busy, I'll send another template for Thanksgiving and a few other templates. I'll send, what else will I send now? I think that will be it. So the only thing we'll now be doing is review meetings. So for weekend, I'm not sure of Saturday we'll still be having classes with the full class, but we'll definitely have a general review meeting. Whether after, because now since our events are now training, and I've found a way to make sure that most of the teachers who are going to come will just work with one or two trainers or coach per time. Okay, so last week, this Sunday made me regret why I said one, because obviously, if anything happens with one person's network, I should be able to move on with the training without the person. I could just move on to the next person. Okay, so that's why I'm going to let two people do today. But then the goal is that as much as possible, we're reducing our event time. Okay, so far, if you have any questions, just turn on your camera. I'll bring you up so that's the people in the studio. Okay, for the people outside, that's essentially all for the night. Okay, so if you have any questions, you're turning on your camera is just a proof that okay, you want to ask. But then if you stay, I said in the next 2 months, right? If you sit down on this, I mean, your goal, those goals people were writing, you see that is a joke compared to the opportunity you're going to get if you use this Boolean search. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to have to take down this post today because of the way I opened. I wish I had saved up the screenshots of the classes, but it wouldn't have been as fluid, right? Because I know a lot of people keep saying it, but people don't know how to practice it. So, but it wouldn't have been as fluid. But the challenge is that people's names appeared in the search, so I'll have to take it off. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to be. Rafa, do you have any questions? Just nod yes or no. I think I can see you backstage and your camera is on. If it's not, if we don't have any further questions, we'll be ending for the night. Okay, awesome. I'll add you on stage now. Okay, awesome. I love the way you really prepared for this class. I'm really hoping that you're going to push and use it. So, guys, I'll say it again, stay on LinkedIn. Don't go and be watching YouTube. Okay, for those people who are in the gold class, you can stay on YouTube and be steering the algorithm as well to your favor, right? But that's for people who are interested in the YouTube challenge. That's the gold people. But I'll say it again, don't stay on LinkedIn. I don't know how to tell you about this thing. And if you stay on LinkedIn, the algorithm, all these people that you're seeing 500 likes and comments, especially if you're a single person, Rafa, single person, every other person, if you're done with your exams, just go and stay there and just be engaging and don't do more engaging of thanks for sharing or you just go and read the end of a post. Sometimes people even rat themselves out in their posts. Your comment might just be that job opportunity and not just your comment. Look at what other people are commenting. Somebody might be saying, this is exactly my problem, or I've been looking for a virtual assistant. Just imagine that you read through a comment and you saw that and you're a virtual assistant, and you just go under the person's post and say, that's lovely. Would you like to see my portfolio? I'm open to connect with you and then probably tell you how I can serve you better. Story ended. So when people say they don't have a job, this is how I used to stay because I really can't comprehend. Okay, so go ahead. I can hear you now. So every other person, we're done for the night. So if you join the live, like I said, I'll change the settings of the post. A lot of people might not see the post again. That's because, like I said, I opened the what do they call it? I opened into people's accounts, their profiles, so it might not be okay. I don't YouTube and then it's also for them if they come and see their names on somebody's life. I don't know how they take it as well. So please go ahead and ask your question quickly so that I can retire for the night.
Okay, ma'am. My question is not really about for today's class, but since I wasn't at the live when it was happening, I went through the sessions and did all the assignments. I think all of them. So I just kind of picked from what you told each person. I just kind of picked what maybe you would want me to do, but I'm not really sure if I like got it down correctly. I just followed every single assignment and just tried to do it. So I just wanted like personalized um guidance or something.
This woman. Okay, so I'm everybody on the live outside. I'm going to be ending the stream. Is there anybody in house in the studio right now? Because I can see people still in the studio who would want to ask any form of questions. If you don't want to have ask any form of questions, we can actually just go for the night. I will be ending the stream now since we just have a question for her. So thank you so much everybody for stopping by. Please go and implement. Go and implement. Go and implement. Please. I want to be bragging with you guys. I want to be able to brag with you all. So I'm going to be ending the live officially. So for us in the studio, we're still in the studio. So I'm going to be ending the live in 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you so